stand up. Let's go. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Hello, mi gente. What's good? You heard? We're back at it again. Another week. We on season 3, episode 8. We back with the squad out here. I'm working on my stuff here. You know this. Excuse me. Okay. Back at it again with the usual suspect. You know what it is. I got my brother here, the new Knicks. Que lo que, manito? Talk to him. What's good?
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? What's poppin'? Yo, welcome back.
I hear him.
Sorry we've been missing in action.
Oh, there you go.
We've been letting y'all down, but we here to try to recoup it and make up for that. You know what I mean? Here with my brother, my brother, Miggity. 2 shots. Shout out to Mike, the specialist in the background. Shout out to the chat. You know what I mean? Y'all rocking with us. Welcome home. Let's get into it.
I appreciate y'all. Appreciate M Special. M Special was doing 130 going home. He was at work in downtown. He made it across town. $130. He was risking his financial freedoms with speeding tickets just to make sure that we get a show on for you guys. So forgive us for being late. Salute to you, M Special. And we got a Machetazo, Aside, my cousin. We missed him. All love, primito, Machetazo. Que lo que?
What's going on, guys? Happy holidays, man. What's going on, guys? You know, life goes on. Life and life.
If happens.
Yeah, that's been the phrase of the year.
Life is lifing. Y'all know life is gonna continue to life. It's gonna happen, but don't let it get you down. Keep it around. We here, we family. You know, sometimes we get at it, but we here for each other. We here for you guys, and you guys in the chat. Salute to you guys. And we got Mr. Bang Bang himself. Take him to the range. Mr. I beat everybody at golf. Mr. Two Shots himself, who just schooled me and Raw Hebrew at Top Golf. He is the top dog at Top Golf. He got some regular reoccurring membership. He said he ain't been there in a while. I think he was lying. I'm gonna hold it to him later. 2 shots, que lo que, manito. What's good?
Hey man, it was just beginner's luck, man. A broken clock is right 2 times a day. Remember that.
All right. Hey, you guys smell that? You smell that? I smell some bullshit.
Yeah. So what's up to the panel? What's up to the chat? Replay gang. You already know what it is. TOF After Dark. We got the setup. You know what I mean? But appreciate you for showing up, and I'm excited to get talking about the Knicks. It's been a while.
It's been a while, but we back at it. We done burned off some of the turkey weight. Some of us. I still got a little something. That's why I'm showing from chest up, because my stomach is still in turkey mode. I done ate a little more than I had. More pateles, little coquito. So, we'll be all right. We back at it again.
Hey, did he say TOF After Dark? I forgot it is 7:30, so y'all niggas in Orlando, it's like midnight to y'all over there.
It's dark. Hey, and if y'all don't know, the reason we don't go too on to that, at least from my perspective, I don't like going past on the Shabbat, but I love my brothers. Ain't nothing like hanging out with all my family, so it's the same thing all the time anyway, so I appreciate you. So we're doing a little late because M Special had to, do 100 miles and running like NWA out here. He back at it. I appreciate you guys. Machete, my guy, you've been calling it for a long time. New Knicks, you've been saying for this passing. We had what a game. We had the Minnesota Timberwolves. We had the Rumble in the Jungle in the Winter Tundra. Who won the trade game? Who won the trade game? Julius Randle, or you got El Gato, El Tigre, Mr. Big Cat, El Bodegón?
You mean either the Knicks or the Timberwolves?
Or the Timberwolves. I mean, that game was. Tell me some of your thoughts. I mean, we can go to stats and all that, but I like hearing fresh off the brain what you guys thought about it. Machetazo, we'll hear from you in a minute. Dímelo, primito. What was your thought when you was watching that game? Dime.
Oh, it was a good game. It was a great game. Randall, and they got I think you saw that the time off that the guys had, and they were able to practice and get their stuff together. They went into a foreign land and still defeated the foe. But it was a good game. The Timberwolves, they played good defense. They played decent. Well, apparently not that good, great a defense, but our offense is just on fire, man. But it just goes to show with the time off that they had, what it goes to, what it does for the team.
And Minnesota Timberwolves was the number one defense, if I'm not mistaken. They're the number one defense, and we're like everybody. Yeah, they were the top defense, top in 3-point percentage. And from wow, that was a destruction for me. What were some of your thoughts on that 2 shots when you were watching the game?
Yeah, I thought Randall was gonna come out and try to punch us in the mouth. He in his pregame was like doing like, oh, I don't want to answer the question, yada yada. But you could tell he had some emotion invested in the game, and he started off red hot, but then he got super cold, and then Cat, man, I think I'm gonna change his name from Battle Cat to Battle Lion, because that boy was roaring, boy. Yeah, he's amazing, man. I'm sorry. I apologize. I ever doubted him. He put that New York on, and then it was all of a sudden he's like a grown man, like just, you know what I mean? I don't know. I can't say enough about it. And shout out to your boy Bridges. Shout out to Bridges.
I'm sorry. Hold on. My headphones are not working.
I was hard on him.
My headphones are not working. I thought I heard you say something.
I was hard on him with reason, all right? Because it's not 2-3 games. We're talking about 20 games here that he was, you know what I mean? But like the past week or so, the boy's been showing out. So I want to just give him his props, and I want to say finally to him, welcome to the Knicks, baby. Let's go.
So you're not putting him in the trade package right now? Is that what I'm hearing? You're not.
I was never gonna put him in a trade package. That's wild. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now we could put Tibbs in the trade package. You know what I'm saying?
And there it is.
Doritos over there, but you know what I mean? That's the subject for another day.
Yeah, bust a shot. Go ahead. I mean, you done did it right now. You just get bang bang. New Knicks. Your thoughts on El Tigre, El Bodegón, Mr. Bodega himself. The game. What were some of your impressions? What were some of your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, on the topic of sticking to the point and who won the trade between the Knicks and the Timberwolves, we could definitely say it's the Knicks. We seen the evidence from the first few games, and coming to thinking it. Watching the game and thinking about it, the whole trade situation, and us wanting good, for Randall and Devo. I don't think we would be in the same position if we had kept our 2 players versus bringing Cat along, because as I heard with I'm not sure if it was Kenny that mentioned it or whatever, but yeah, bringing Cat to the Knicks does make the other players play their position a lot more better, you know what I mean, and more fluent, instead of the point guard being the number 2, the number 3 being the number 4, where you got all that mix up, even though everybody in the Knicks are capable of doing that. It just makes everybody stick to their main position and lets them get into their superpower, for who they are. You know what I mean? So I could agree with that. Cat does make everything better. The Knicks did win the trade. And also coming along in December, looking at the team from the beginning, within these first 20 plus games, watching that game yesterday, you seen everybody more fluent. You saw Bridges is in his bag. with confidence. Cat came in, first shot was a damn near half court shot, straight water. Sims is looking good. You know, everybody looks like they're coming along and really gelling.
So takes, I appreciate you guys.
And Precious as well. Precious is doing this thing. Everybody's coming along.
My boy Kangaroo, and he hop into the next segment before we get to the segment. He's the same. And first of all, before I even say anything, before I go, salute to the livest chat, the realest people out there. Salute to everybody.
Full brim.
I ain't got a brim, but hey, it just a full hairline salute.
Full brim salute.
Full hairline salute. Hey, salute to Buzzer Beater. Saludos, los Knicks están en llamas. Hey, that's what you're going to hear. Did I get it right? You got it right, man. We appreciate you. Clarence Miles, let's go. Just Knicks, who said he wants to give my brother some sore knees from playing basketball. He said, strap your shoes on. He's ready to play you at some point in time. Starting Precious. But Just Knicks is ready. Starting Precious, we look good. I don't know, but there was some people who were saying Precious should start. And that defense would look a little something. I don't know who I don't know who that may have been, but salute to and again to Josh Hart. Salute to you and your family. Hopefully everything is good. Josh Hart missed the game due to a personal reason. Hopefully him and the family as well. Servant of the Most High, so appreciate you. Hopefully he's doing well. But I did like the Precious in the starting lineup. We'll get to a little bit of that. Buzzer Beater said Thundercat, Knicks 100 GM. You won't know who won the trade for a few years. I don't know about a few years. Maybe this year. I don't know about a few years.
I agree with him.
Okay. Why do you think the a few years? Well, tell me your thought on that.
It's just too early to tell. I mean, you can't base it off of one game. Like the end goal is the championship, right? So, for example, say Timberwolves win the championship next year, or this year, or next year, or whenever. You know what I mean? And say we never get to win the championship. Then did we really win the trade? Even though we're looking phenomenal, did we really win the trade though? If they won?
And I can agree with you that it's early to tell. A few years, I don't know about a few years, but again, overall in the straight. And salute to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Salute to you. What's up, everybody? Is what he's saying. Everybody's in here, so appreciate you guys. All love. And I did say there could only be one winner. I think the team, the trade overall worked out pretty good. I don't like, I'll tell you this. Once a Knick, always a Knick, Julius Randle. We got love from here. I know people have different opinions on it. But I don't like even how the Wolves are dogging him. If you're I watch the apps. I'm always out there watching. But the coach didn't sound, there's the subliminals taking shots at Randle saying, we start hot and he didn't pass the ball. I watched the whole game. There was a lot of people who didn't hit shots, and Ant was including one of them. He was the only one that was aggressive and wanted it. So I don't know. I'm gonna let that slide, but they taking subliminal shots at my guy. I don't know if I don't know. I ain't like it. I thought he did good. He played almost just as good as Karl Anthony Towns.
Ooh, don't go there.
Randall. I mean, stat wise. Let me say stat wise. I mean, the overall game he did it because he didn't have support. He had about 24 points, which I'll go to the stats. But go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, but Randall himself, he started out hot. That formula worked good for us because when he was on our team, he needed to get his engine flowing, but they don't have that type of team. So Randall is more better off in that system. Yeah, I mean, closing out a little more harder than he is starting off because you got a young guy in Ant that needs to get his motor going first. You know what I mean? Also, Gobert, that's not an offensive, he's not an offensive guy like that. So they got to get their ball rolling, you know what I mean, in order for them to, I don't know, is that Julius? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, I see them. Like I was seeing that game last night. Like if Julius was on our team and if the verse were if the roles were reversed, I think the outcome would have been like that for the Knicks because
Hold on. Emergency pause here. And only because we got still Knick fans. Ron, salute to you in the building. You even get the hairline salute, my full brim for Ron, who's always a supporter of the fam. We appreciate you, my brothers. Appreciate you joining us.
salute Ron, salute still Knicks. Yeah, I mean, yo, the biggest
Hey,
supporter of the TOF show.
the whole squad, everybody in that family unit right there.
Salute
Sims,
to John as well.
Dope Social, to
Sims, nothing
John,
but Knicks, everybody.
Dope
Yeah, I mean,
Soul, Nicks and Bruises, all out. We're all love for you
T
guys, all the
Crow.
family.
Yeah, and it's
T-Crow.
good. By the way, it's good to see that Sims is back. Nothing but Knicks was kind of in a shutdown mode. I don't know what was going on, whether it was YouTube or all of that, but big supporter of Sims. Yeah, I mean, he did.
Ever since the
He is
stoop.
the pie father. Yeah, I mean, for us
Nice.
Knicks.
Hey, salute
So
to you. I
shout out to
appreciate you.
Sims.
Salute to Coach, who is all about getting rid of Julius Randle. He is definitely out for that. And just for that, let me just go over real quick. So Julius Randle, and this is Watch the Ops mini
Was like
segment.
5 for 15.
Julius Randle played 30 minutes, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Jaden McDaniels, who's supposed to be getting 24 minutes,
But
only had 8
what's the
points.
shooting splits?
I mean, I'm just looking at the minutes and points played. I ain't gonna look at the shots right
Okay.
now. Jaden McDaniels only had 8 points. Rudy Gobert only 3 points. Anthony Edwards only 17 points. Mike Conley Jr. only 3 points. Dante had 15. Nikolai Alexander Walker had 12 points. Basically, nobody helped him. But then he gets the brunt of.
DiVincenzo had 15 points,
Yeah, he had 15.
6 rebounds,
Hey, but that
3
comes with the
assists.
territory. You know what I mean? If you're
Hold on. Let Machete read that real quick. Go ahead, Machete.
DiVincenzo still had 15, played 25 minutes, had 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. You know, the one who fucked it up was Randall, man. Randall had 5 turnovers, dude. He had more turnovers than fucking Towns and fucking Achua. He had almost as much fucking turnovers as motherfucking Brunson's and Bridges, because they had 3 turnovers each. Randall, bro. It was bad Randall tonight, bro.
he
was
went back
good
to
in
the
the beginning.
Hurricane Randall.
The first
Go ahead,
quarter was good. I think that he doesn't he Randall's dude. He hogs the ball, and his Randall no handle Randall, and
Yeah,
that's what
but
happened, bro.
he tries to play the position of being the first option, and
Yeah.
that system is not going to work.
And look, in all honesty, I don't think he did. This is the type of game when anyone has a revenge game or a player got traded from the other
Yeah,
team.
the other guys didn't step up either though. Edwards was fucking Anthony Edwards was out there. He got caught lacking a couple of times too.
Yo, but
And
let's give some credit where credit is due. Like the defense played great.
Thank you.
Like OG, and Bridges were showing out.
Which is what I'm saying. So Randall does what he does. He played well. He passed a couple of shots to everybody. Edwards missed. McDaniels missed twice from passes from him. He had 3 turnovers. Cat had 4. Are we saying Cat had a bad game? Or
You can't really all blame it on Randall, man. But I mean, those guys
what
really
I'm
had.
saying.
The center really had a bad game. The center Gobert had a bad game, bro.
3 points. 3 points.
That nigga had a bad point.
Bad game
Colin had a bad night. Edwards, all the niggas were in the negative, bro. Even DiVincenzo was in the negative.
I agree. Go ahead.
Maybe it was maybe the because I'm looking at their plus negative right on the other Scott side, and all of them, all the starters were in the double-digit negatives. Talking McDaniels was a negative 18. Okay, so maybe you attribute that to the offense or the points that the Knicks were able to score. Because on the second quarter, you talking about we had a 37-point lead. So maybe you attribute the negative to that. Because so then you're saying that our offense, that our offense is superior right now. We have a strong.
No, we're number 1 in offense in the league. That's number 1. But I'm also agree with 2 shots. that we were playing stellar defense. Like we
Yeah.
definitely,
Defense
everybody
is
was
good.
rotating. You saw it. I
Yeah.
mean, let's not look at numbers when it comes to that. Look at the action of the game. These guys was
Very
rotating,
cohesive.
locking shit down. It's like
They
you
knew
see
their
them.
spots.
Like offensively, we were there, but
Defensively,
defensively, we were kind of a little bit off. But you could see where everything's coming into formation, and they're getting into their strive defensively.
My only point with that is I don't like how Randall takes the blame. You know what I'm saying? This he's a human too. He takes
somebody blaming Randall.
no, they literally are. If you look at the post game for the coach or what he was saying, Anthony Edwards. Again, I watched the ops. So I'm looking at they were subliminally blaming Randall. They said we started off great early and not passing the ball. Who started off great early in the game? Was it not Randall?
I noticed that in the second.
Hey, but can I ask you something real quick?
Go. Well, let Machete say it, and then you guys ask that question. Go, Machete.
I mean, does it really matter? Like, why are we arguing about the triple?
Well, I mean, we're just talking about because we're talking about who won the trade, right? So we're just saying.
No, go ahead. Two shots. What was that? I want to hear what he has to say.
What's the question? What's the question?
I mean, I just really don't care for Randall and his whatever he's going through. I mean, nothing against him as a person, but he's not a Knick. So why are we even discussing this?
Because I'm looking at both sides. We're talking about who won the trade. I'm looking at both sides, both stars in their perspective. His stats are very similar to what. I mean, I won't say very similar.
Not similar. Come on, yo.
Okay. I correct it.
Shots, bro.
Bro. You cannot.
I
listen,
take it back. I take it back. He played well for his team. Let me say that. He played well for his team with 24.5 rate. He had the most points out of anybody in his team. You have a
gentlemen. Let's not forget that Cat was the #1 draft pick in his class. All right, so it's a big difference. Yeah, I mean, like what you see him transforming to is what was, saw.
Yeah.
What was projected in him being the #1 pick.
Yeah,
you have a $250 million player versus a $100 million player.
That's a really good point.
And you're holding that $100 million player to the standard of a $250 million player. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. As a human being,
I don't think anybody's comparing Randall to fucking Towns, dude. I mean, if you are, it's ridiculous. What really happened was that Randall, he had a bad night. It was a bad night for Randall. And it was a bad night for Randall because Cat, it was a big night for Cat. It was his night. He was coming home. He fucking showed out. He played well. He's bigger. He's stronger. He's playing well. He's got a better team around him. There's more cohesiveness between the Knicks than there's cohesiveness between the Timberwolves right now because it ain't happening right now. DiVincenzo's off. Randall, they're all still trying to adjust. It's just that Towns is adjusted better with the Knicks because he's got a better team around him. Because you got the fucking fucking Villanova Knicks who already have cohesiveness, and he's just coming to a better situation, and it's still better, and it makes it better because also Bridges had a great night. So not only did Bridges had a great night, fucking Achua had a great night starting. So it was a good night for fucking 5 guys on the squad, though. You don't hear nobody's talking about OG. You don't hear nobody talking about fucking Jalen Brunson like that. We're hearing about fucking the big night that Cat had, the decent night Achua had, and fucking Bridges had a really good night, a very good night. And that's how we blow things out. And if that's just 5 days with Achua, just wait till motherfucking Mitch Rob gets back.
And let's talk real quick about the Sanders spot. Say it again.
I'm really not too happy with the Knicks, though. I'm not. Because so far, I'm still pissed off about the Atlanta joint, dude.
Me too.
I'm fucking pissed off about the Atlanta joint. We lost to fucking the Pelicans, didn't we? Did we lose to the Pelicans, though?
No, we play them tomorrow.
No, didn't they just lose to the Detroit then? It was.
Detroit.
I'm thinking Detroit. They lost to Detroit. They lost to the fucking Hawks. And so I'm like, and not only that, they played weak. They played depleted teams, dude. They're playing depleted teams. They're playing they barely lost to the fucking the Charlotte Hornets. They're playing depleted teams. This team wasn't so depleted, and they're playing them at home. Okay, that's a good, and we blew them away. That's a good sign. as that's the way we should be. This is the only good news we've heard in 5 games. So I'm not really happy with the Knicks. I think we're making it's good that we're getting the practices now with the days off that they had, the 4 days off. Now they're going into New Orleans. That should be. I'm not gonna say nothing because you can't underestimate any fucking squad. And then I think after that they're playing Toronto's coming to New York, and then New York is gonna have 2 games in DC. So those are the teams that we're playing now in the next 5 teams.
And salute to Machete with those takes. Those takes were on point for sure. Still Nick fan says, you also know that everyone who comes over here and plays with Tibbs plays the best that they've ever did in their career. Randall and Dante don't look as good because they don't have Tibbs.
Well, I mean, not only Tibbs is the blue and orange, my guy. We've had plenty of players that came into the Knicks organization that did not play under Tibbs, that were propelled to another level and another trajectory. And as soon as they left, things aren't the same. I.e., what was
The insanity.
Linsanity? Yeah, I mean, so
You guys
it
love
just.
it.
Yo, man,
Sorry, Lin.
them 3 weeks or whatever, man. That
Yeah,
boy was on fire.
I mean, is Hartenstein playing like he was when he was here? I mean, I could go through the list.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, he is.
Tim
Very well.
Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, I mean.
Hold on, wasn't it you that said that we make role players into all-stars or something like that?
Me or New Knicks?
No, him.
Me.
New Knicks.
Me. I did.
Yeah, he said we make.
You gotta give it to Thibs. You gotta give it to Thibs. You know, Thibs. He builds a character. He builds his character in these players. RJ, IQ, Hartenstein. Hartenstein is actually doing really well. Very, very well.
I don't want to come off like I'm not giving Thibs no props or any of that. You know what I mean? Tibbs married the game, and everybody knows that what comes with it. I think, you know what I mean? Cat knew what it was coming back. Yeah, I mean, and
listen, I know the Blanche wearing your salute to Blanche tears. Salute to my guy. But Freezy, my bad. I'm brave for salute to Freezy. If you're in blue and orange, that does escalate at a whole nother level, but you can't lose sight on what Thibodeau does. People sleep on Thibodeau. He's I be going back and forth. Look at RJ. RJ's averaging almost 28 points a game right now. Emmanuel quickly got him up to where he's got 175 mil, with 2 shots wanted 100 mil payment for him. Dante DiVincenzo played the best game he's ever played. His best style altogether. So you can't change what the coach is doing. How we're playing now, he's elevating every other player that we have on this team now. Even though they're great players, you didn't see Mikal Bridges playing that like that now. Now he's
his name is Tom Culture Thibodeau. He is the culture.
Let me go back to the chat. So still Nick fan says, Machete, I hear you, but the Hawks are for real. And yeah, they're a good team right now. The Knicks are better, but the Hawks have beat a lot of good teams, and they beat the Knicks on a night when the Knicks shot terrible from the 3. So
the teams that beat us that Machete mentioned.
No, I'm talking about
all
the Hawks.
Teams.
Hawks specifically. Hawks 6 out of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, but a lot of those teams have been together for years. It's not like we got to keep it in mind. Yeah,
the Hawks are falling off a little bit, and they came and showed improvement. They played they've beaten 6 of 7 teams. It's true. They've beaten the Hawks. They've beaten the Celtics. They've beaten Milwaukee. They beat the Cavs. They beat the Knicks twice. My thing with the last Hawks game is that I was mad at the Knicks because it just didn't seem like they fucking came to play, bro. It's like they just didn't. It's like It's the same thing with the fucking tournament game, bro. It's like you had no pride. It's like, I don't know, maybe,
No
they're
dog in
saying
them.
we lost the game, so it gave us more time off, so it's okay. We don't care that we lost the tournament. Maybe it was a strategy by the coaches because
Nah,
then it gave us that extra days of rest. Okay, I'll give you that.
Uh,
But
well,
that shit pissed me off because you guys didn't come. You didn't come the same fucking way that Trey came with the attitude towards the game. Your attitude sucked. That
I
shit
agree.
pissed me off, man. You
well, I
shouldn't have had
mean,
that killer fucking mentality. I don't give a fuck who the Hawks are or how good the Hawks are. We should have kicked their fucking asses, bro. We should have beat the Hawks the way we beat the fucking Timberwolves last night, bro. I don't want to hear about that shit. I understand they're good. Die.
yo,
But that's twice this motherfucker's talking shit about Knicks fans.
hey,
Telling Knicks fans get the fuck out of here and then flipping the bottle on her. That was on your fucking watch, Jalen Brunson. Captain Jalen Brunson. That was on your fucking watch.
hey,
That
I'll
shit
tell
pissed
you
me
one
off.
thing.
Fuck
Dog
the
Hey,
boy.
Hawks.
Ruel was so hot that nigga hit me on the chat, on the message on Instagram with the same shit.
Y'all
Nigga,
gotta have a
fuck
little
the
bit more
Hawks.
heart than that,
Fuck the
man.
Hawks.
Nah,
Nah,
yo,
he hit
Pat,
me
yo,
with
Pat.
the. You know what he hit me? You know what he hit me with? He hit me with the.
Fuck Trey
You
Young.
talk your shit about Tibbs. Talk your shit about Tibbs. I'm like, nah, brother. I'm a chill.
Yeah, now you're gonna chill. No, for real, yo, I'm just as hot as Machete. I wasn't trying to bring it up today, but since you just did the layup, I'm gonna finish
Well,
that
I
shit.
mean, we haven't been here to, so there's kind of a Timberwolves recap of the last few pods that we missed out, and we missed out on a lot.
Nah, but that Hawks game was terrible. Like as a Knick fan, as a Knick player, first of all, before Knick fans, as a Knick player, before you are donned the jersey, like when they say, "Hey, come over here, Cat. Thank you for joining the New York," you need to be handed a list of teams we don't fuck with.
I
You
just
need to
checked.
be handed it.
The Hawks. Ruel. The Hawks are 14-14. They're a 500 fucking team. Man, the Hawks suck, dude. We should have beaten their asses, dude. They're a decent team. They're a 500 team, dude. They're 14-14, dude. They ain't better than us, dude. We're better than them. We should have won
They're not, but
those
any
games.
team, I mean, listen, if they wanted to secure that win, what Dolan had to do was go to that fucking locker room and hand everybody a $250,000 fucking check, half of what they would have won. Yeah, I mean, and tell them,
It
yo,
was interesting to me. It was like, why wouldn't we want to win the tournament game, given that Dolan has the Sphere out there in Las Vegas?
Facts.
Wouldn't it have been good promotion to have won it at least, not only to go undefeated, but also to go to the Las Vegas where your Sphere is? Wouldn't you want to promote the Knicks and the Sphere and shit like that? It didn't make any
Plus, it's
sense
on
to
the
me.
jersey,
So
and it's on
therefore,
the jersey.
it makes more sense that okay, you want to lose the game because you need the rest. All that traveling now, and then you gotta go travel. You get the extra money, but the team is not getting the practice. They're not getting the rest. So in the long run, we're better off right now because we're 17-10, and the Hawks are 14-14 with the trophy win. Fuck them.
That's all good, but that game, listen, if there was game, look, I don't normally show emotions as far as like y'all must just evaluate and see, but that game, ask Two Shots, ask my brother, I was triggered on that game.
Yeah.
Just as much as Machete, I was triggered.
No, that's part of the
was
reason I
it.
don't want to talk about the fucking Knicks, bro. I didn't want to fucking talk to nobody about no fucking Knicks, dog. That shit had
He
me
said,
eating.
"Fucking Nick, fucking Nick."
Fuck the Knicks. Fuck all that shit. I don't want to hear it, man. That's
Listen,
that and the fucking the Detroit loss. It's just like losing to mediocre teams that aren't even fully healthy. We're not healthy ourselves, but whatever. We're just adjusting. We got to chew it back, and when we get Mitch Rob back.
You said it right there. That pressure that you would have made a difference. Let's go back to that Minnesota game. So you got Minnesota, and you have Precious Achiuwa, who has size, who's a defender, who played 28 minutes. He had 28 minutes on there, and Precious Achiuwa had 28 minutes. He had 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this was his 6th game back from playing against in general. He played 6 back, trying to get in rhythm, trying to get in shape. Precious looked good in that position. I don't think Tibbs is gonna pull out Josh, but I do think there's gonna be some times where either maybe he rests Brunson, that he brings in Precious, because that lineup yesterday, when we made a turn, that we started making that run, is when you had Deuce on the floor, because Brunson was on the bench. Correct me if I'm wrong. Brunson was on the bench chilling, resting up. We had we got 2 shots. we 2 shots of balling. 2 shots of ball. We we had Deuce McBride, we had the Bridges, we had OG, Precious, and we had Cat on the floor. And that team made a run. We have 41 points in the second quarter alone. 41 points, which was crazy. And you have Cat, who was 10 of 20. He only took 12 shots in the whole game. He got 32 points off 12 shots. That efficiency is.
That's why I keep getting upset when you like, oh, Randall played the same game like da. Come on, bro.
Just
10 or 12, you said? 10 or 12?
Listen, as a Knicks fan, it's hard for me to shit on another Knick. It's hard for me.
Listen, let me help you, bro. Let me help you. I'll give you some fiber, bro. I'll give you some fiber. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. You don't remember the thumbs down, nigga? You don't remember? Excuse me, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying that word. I apologize. I'm trying to remove it from my vocabulary. But you don't remember that shit?
It's a work in progress.
You don't remember something your boy Quick getting up on people's faces, getting all emotional and shit? You don't remember all that?
But he said he's sorry. So sometimes people make mistakes. You ain't gonna let him live?
So you telling me if I smack you across your face and I say I'm sorry, you gonna take that?
If you do it again, we got a problem. The first time I might, if you're apologetic, I might let it slide. But the second time we got beef.
Come on, bro. You know you ain't taking that shit. Come on, man. Come on.
Randall's all right in my book,
He's
man.
a Timberwolf. Let him be in Minnesota, and that's it.
I got love for Randall.
So you telling me you going this hard for Bargnani?
Listen, Randall is still with the giving to the school.
Bargnani's not even an American.
He's still giving back to all the pro,
right? He was in it, right?
He's still giving back to all the pro.
You going this hard for Eddie Curry? Because Eddie Curry was in Knick, right?
But you gotta bring Curry. Come on, you trying to hurt into the deep feelings. You bringing Eddie Curry,
Yeah.
So you feel the same way about Hartenstein?
You going hard for them?
You hitting below the belt, sir. You're hitting below the belt.
I'm saying it, bro. Like
I'm not wearing the cup. I'm not wearing the cup, and you're hitting below the belt.
Hey, let me ask you guys a quick question.
Once a Knick, always a Knick.
All right. So what's going around? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Get out of here. Stop with the Randall talk.
Yeah. So the topic on social media is that the NBA is starting to have their ratings down. It's kind of, I'm not gonna front. It's kind of been hard for me to watch games. Yeah, I mean, when you do kind of see the same repetitive style being played around the league. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. For me, I haven't really been watching ball like that because
now, do you think
it's starting to decline the interest? I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I mean,
so do you honestly think, as you're a baller, I'm a baller, Machete, you love watching basketball, 2 shots you like watching. Now, do you guys honestly think it's the 3-point style that they're only shooting for threes, or do you think, in my opinion, I think it's the NBA refereeing? That's my opinion.
I think since the NBA is losing the face of the league, i.e. LeBron, and there's no one to carry that torch, and I'm also agree on something I've been hearing. Like, they've been trying to induct, like, Luka, hold on.
The European players?
Like, all the European players, their style, they're trying, and this is a result of that. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was before where you had the guards running, running shit, the mid-range game, and, it took a little more basketball strategy, to play that game. Now it's either a drive, a 3-point shot, or,
I personally
it's getting kind of redundant. I mean, even though I love watching my Knicks and I love basketball, and they're trying, with the N Cup thing, is just
Listen,
I don't know.
You know what? You know what I think it is. To be real with you, because I mean, not too long ago when Curry was chucking up them threes, going to the finals, everybody was raving about that shit, right? And that was what 6 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever it is. My thing is, I believe that in the NBA, anyways, in that world, there's too much favoritism. And couple that with the whole defense not being able to play defense, not being able to hand check, not being able to, you know what I mean? Not like the old days when you used to get elbowed and then that was like bleeding and then that was a foul. I think coupled to all of that is what's driving the viewership to go down because everything nowadays is like it's more exciting because you know what I mean because of the three. Like now leads 20-point leads can dissipate in no time. But what's killing the league is not being able to play defense, in my opinion. Because now, like I said, any little thing, you breathe on somebody and it's a foul. You can't even, you know what I mean, get physical with somebody. That's my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, you said my apologies. Go ahead. Were you gonna go to Machete on it?
I was gonna go to Machete. Machete, what do you thought? And then you come back, New Knicks. Go ahead, Machete.
Go ahead.
You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
No, go ahead, Phil.
Go ahead, New Knicks.
I mean, you mentioned that that Curry came in. We was praising the three. No, Curry was definitely, he's definitely a lethal shooter. But at the same time, when Curry was first coming in, we still had players like Carmelo Anthony, DeMar DeRozan. I mean, certain players that you know what I mean had that mid-range game and bring a little more excitement because for Carmelo Anthony to get his shot off, if you remember, like you had to run certain plays, picks, and it was a little more detailed than just setting a pick, have a nigga shoot from the outside line, and then have a nigga, go in with a layup or a dunk. It's layup, dunk, or a three. Layup, dunk, or a three. Layup, dunk, or a three. It's like there's no more excitement to it. Like, yeah, it's still a chess battle because now every team has a three-point shooting. But it is definitely losing the drive aspect, the in the paint aspect.
You still got the mid range. You still got the Rosen. You still got Randalls. You still got the
who?
The Rosen.
Like, come on,
bro.
Bridges,
Don't disrespect them like that. And you still got players like
let's stick to the majority.
Let's in the mid range.
But you gotta. How many players is that? We can only count 2 out of 500 fucking NBA players. Not every team. Every team is, like you said, the Warrior shit. Everybody's, you know what I mean, in that style where, bro, we got center shooting threes. We got forwards shooting threes. Yeah, Bridges has a mid-range game. Mid-range game. OG, that's what makes the Knicks a little bit more interesting to watch than other teams, you know what I mean? But there's not a lot of teams out there, and definitely not a lot of players having that mid-range game and playing to a system. With the Knicks, we have a mixture of all of it because, you know what I mean? You got Bridges and OG who have a nice mid-range game. And, you know what I mean? But, yeah,
Machete,
I don't know.
Machete, what are some of your thoughts on the evolution of the game? Do you think that there's a decline of viewership supposedly, especially on the in-game season? Do you see anything on the decline of the game, or what would be your opinion or thoughts on some if there's a decline and viewership? Do you see any reason for that?
It's not alleged. There's facts. Mike, you got you're muted, Mike.
I don't hear him.
He's probably walking his dog.
Machete, can you hear us? All right, so if you don't hear, I'll come back. Machete, just jump in when you're ready. But in my opinion, I don't think it's the style of the game. I think the game evolves just like how it was before when we added the 3-point line and stuff like that. So the game is fine. I think it's the officiating that's corrupting the game and not letting the flow of the game be natural. When you watch a Rucker Park or something like that, it's just ongoing where the crowd can get into it and the crowd gets into it, and then you got a referee. So in my opinion, I'm gonna put on my conspiracy theorist hat, my aluminum foil. I think it's the betting and I think it's the referees. I think it's the betting and the referees because
I
where
think that's
you're,
that.
you're looking for, you know, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think the problem is where it comes with the betting, where a certain player, do they get a stats? Are they gonna meet are they gonna meet the parlay? Are they gonna hit, their percentages where they're looking for that rather than looking for letting the game flow naturally. And then you got the refs stopping a play. Their inconsistency is crazy throughout the entire season. That's why the Knicks always had issues even in our games. When you're looking at one team getting chopped up or anyone else, especially the Knicks, we're getting beat up, slapped up, elbowed in the face. Brunson got elbowed in the face, which should have been a flagrant one last
Should
night.
have been
Should have been a flagrant one minimum last night, but then they call it as a regular foul. But anybody else, if it's the Knicks, you're talking about ejecting a player, flagrant one, stopping the momentum of the play. And then when they look at the drive, when the coach makes a coach's challenge, he wins a challenge, but yet, you know what? We're not going to give it an OG. We're going to give it a Brunson. They still call the foul anyway. Like, what are we doing? It's like, those are the things that I think is what's messing the viewership. That you don't know how. So it was we won the challenge, but yet we still get penalized and they're still getting free throw shots. What are we
I
doing?
I definitely agree with you. It is the gambling, the dirty refs, and all of that. That does have a good majority to do with it. But
I mean, 3-point
yeah,
shots.
they I mean,
Wait, are they hearing you?
yeah,
The league one?
no, Mike the specialist just said, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Mike the specialist.
Hold on, they can't hear him, so I got to repeat. Say what? So M Special is saying that the league is soft, that they're going on the European aspect of playing games where they're just letting it 3-point shots, little bank rolls, soft touches. And I get it. As a soft, it's soft, but you still got to let the players play. So even if you're doing that, if you're consistent, the game will flow. You can't give a team 37 fouls and then the other team 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is where it's going. Like, if you're consistent, the fans will rock with it. The fans will be like, all right, they're being consistent with the call. But you can't have a ref that lets Jalen Brunson get slapped in the face and kicked, and then the next one that they do a shoulder bump, and then it's you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. That, I think, for me this year has been the most tough to call. When you're looking at the Knicks losses, it's like it swings from one way to another. You can see that the refs are literally trying to stop momentum from one team to either gain an advantage for a parlay or a team to win or point spread. You can see it's compared to gambling. I mean, let me get my tinfoil hat on, but you can see it's tied to gambling. Whether it's a point spread, a player getting an advantage, it's just crazy. Last night was probably all right. He's every what Johnny said. Let me see. Johnny said the game is like a shoot around. Okay, salute to Johnny Harris. Hey, Miami Heat. Y'all losing anyway, but salute to Johnny Harris in the building. Knicks 100. This will be a good time to allow Mitch to shoot threes. I don't know about that. I don't know about letting Mitch shoot threes. Mitch was a killer in high school a long, long time ago. I don't know if I'm letting Mitch shoot threes. Like, we can't hear you, New Knicks. We can't hear you.
What is the rest of the chat talking about?
Buzzer Beater says the play style is a little too predictable. Which you're right, Taz. You're talking about, so the play style is 3, shoot a 3, space, shoot a 3, and then get a rebound for the most part. Nick's Buzzer Beater says Nick's 100 GM. Sorry, I missed that there. Put your comments in the chat so I can read them here. Sorry about that, fellas. Or ladies, if there's a lady in the chat, I don't know. Whoever's in the chat, we appreciate you guys and like and subscribe. We're at 3 something. We're up there. We need to get to that 5. Y'all get to that 5. We get that merch. Y'all get to that 5. We got that merch. We got that merch that, it's there. We got the designs. We doing a little something. We ready for y'all, but it's up to y'all. Like and subscribe. So to Angelo M. Spesh is saying that it's a little soft. I just think the gambling and the referees are doing way too much. It's very inconsistent on that aspect. The players want to play, but the players don't know how to play. Even like yesterday, they don't know how to play because what referee's gonna call? You go to the next game, this referee let it slide. The other referees are calling it tight. It's hard to be a consistent player and a consistent team when your referees who control the game are inconsistent. That's just my opinion. I think that's why the viewership is down. Because as fans, we want to see the players play. We're not trying to see the referee go up and put a camera on him and tell me what the call, what happened in the call, and then, bro, I don't need the ref with view time. I don't need to see who the ref is. I don't need to see his haircut. I don't care about the ref. I don't. Just my opinion on it. And then, wow, Buzzer Beater, that's a hell of a question. Buzzer Beater says, who wore 30 better, Julius Randle or Bernard King?
Come on.
I think
Come on. Why is this even a discussion? Oh my God. Like, am I the only one that like is not like in love with Randall or something? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's terrible. You're hurting my feelings with Randall.
Bro, it's a valid question. It's a valid question.
It's not, bro.
It's obviously
Listen, Bernard King did not win a chip. So neither did Randall. Randall.
You think Randall? Don't you say it. Don't.
Now, hey, Randall came in here when nobody wanted to come in here, and Randall did numbers. Three-time All-Star, under the Knicks.
I'm losing you. The signal's dropping. You're saying, are you? Yeah, are you saying Julius Randle? I know you're not going towards that. That Julius Randle's better than Bernard King.
He's trying to play Frozen.
Are you saying Bernard King won? I mean, Julius Randle wore the 30 better than Bernard King?
BK is a legend in New York. Randall came in here and did his thing. He wore the number well, but
he came up super short. Fuck him. He's not a Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Listen, he did good, but he was a warrior here. He was all of that. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you could take away from both of them. So right now, I'll call it Bernard King. Maybe 60-40.
60-40?
60-40.
Like,
70-30.
Topic of conversation.
Hey, somebody in our chat asked the question.
No, damn. Hey, we answer. Listen, we don't always agree with what the chat has to say, but we show love to y'all. We'll read your questions. We'll read it. We'll see what you're saying out there. 2 shots. Who are better, Randall?
Don't even ask me that stupid ass question. Hey, no disrespect to the chat. I love you. But that question should not have been asked. I'm sorry. Move on. Randall got like in like this. He said 60-40. I'm gonna say 199. Get Randall the fuck out of here. Fucking moody ass, fucking thumbs down bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, come on. His kids might be watching our shit.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I get emotional sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
No, damn, hit us with that M Smash. Anyway, let me ask you guys. So, do you think that Karl Anthony Towns, the fact that he got 32 points, 20 rebounds, he was the first since Bob McAdoo?
Bob McAdoo.
Bob McAdoo, sorry. To first time in 2 games back to back with 20 rebounds and over a certain amount of points. He had 32 points, 20 rebounds on 12 shots. Does that mean something? Doesn't it mean something? What do you think on the efficiency on Cat? Tell me him getting 32 points on 12 shots. What does that mean to the New York Knicks?
It means the world. What do you mean? It means that you have somebody that can go off and not be a volume shooter like stupid ass Randall. Like taking 25 shots to score 22 points. Like, what the fuck is that? Anyways, cheap shot. My bad. But yeah, it means the world. Like, it means that you have somebody that can be reliable, efficient, great, and do their job. It means that you don't have to worry about that position anymore. You have somebody that is a legitimate all-star, fringe MVP. Like, why can't I not start that MVP conversation? He has to be like, I wish I could compare Jokic's numbers to Cat's numbers this year, because they have to be super similar. Like, they have, the only thing that Jokic is beating Cat on is on assists. And I can live with Cat giving me 6 assists. Like, come on, that's phenomenal. Like, this man
Well,
is playing
I mean,
MVP level.
I definitely agree with you. I think Cat should be in the conversations of MVP. He has been the number one option since he came in. Yeah, I mean, but the difference between Cat and Jokic is that the 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 whole thing is ran through Jokic. Jokic is a point center. That's not what Cat is. We have Brunson controlling and running things here. You know, we got the captain doing that job. So that kind of alleviates some pressure from Cat to be able to do what he could do. But Jokic, yeah, he has a slight advantage, but definitely Cat is definitely playing better than Jokic right now.
And if you think
I'm
about it, I mean,
tired of seeing Jokic win MVP. Like, give me Cat, man. Bring a new face into it.
facts. But think about it too. I mean, he's getting 32 points on 12 shots. He went 5 for 5 from the 3-point line,
Great.
10 of 12 from two. And not that he's gonna have that every game, but the fact that he's highly efficient, that leaves more shots for everyone else, which leads to Mikal Bridges, who was able to get more shots, who was able to get more involved in the game, who was giving you 2-pointers, 3-pointers, slicing into the lane, layups, jump shots, 2-pointers, mid-range, which you were talking about, 2 shots, about mid-range shots that people were saying it's a forgotten art. What were your thoughts on the fact that his efficiency helped Mikal Bridges and other players get involved in the game?
I mean, it's great. It's great. I mean, you have a center that spaces the floor, an actual center that can space the floor, because he's a phenomenal 3-point shooter. So any big that's guarding him has to respect the 3-point shot, which opens up the floor for everybody else. The way Tibbs uses Cat, if you've noticed, is Cat is always at the top of the key, or always at the top of the 3-point line, which means everything in the painted area is wide open, because you have the center all the way out. You know what I mean? So that leaves Bridges to be able to run around and work his mid-range game. That leaves OG the cutting angles to be able to get that layup dunk or whatever it may be. And then pair that with shooters like Deuce McBride and, Josh Hart, even though Josh Hart is not the best shooter, but you pair that with him when he's shooting it and it's going in, it's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And then you pair that with somebody like Campaign that is shooting threes from the logo. So all that's just creating space and more space for people like Bridges and OG that, you know what I mean, can work in the paint, in the mid-range, and get all their points that way. It makes everybody's life easier. It's just when we had Randall was in the post, and then in the post you had Randall and you had the center, and that's clogging up the paint. You know what I mean? You just have bodies on top of bodies. But now, since everybody's spread out, you can actually, dribble, move, shimmy, or whatever, do the fadeaway, layaway, or jump shot like Bridges does. It just opens up the floor and all the possibilities for everybody.
Love the take. I was riding with you until you said Campaign from the logo. I don't think he shot one for the logo, but I got what you're saying.
He'd be way out there though.
He'd be out there, but logo might be. But I was with you. That's a great take, though. I love the take. Appreciate that. New Knicks. I don't know if he's coming back, but I like the fact that he's efficient is also helping all the other players. I think the New Knicks was talking about how Kenny the Jet Smith was talking about, because Cat plays a center, he's stretching out on the way his gameplay is that he allows everyone to play at their natural position, which makes the game more free and more spacing. Do you think Cat's efficiency helps the other players? Do you think that was a key to Bridges having a breakout game yesterday, the New Knicks?
Well, I mean, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what Cat was brought here for. That's why Bridges was brought here for. That's why OG was signed to his contract, because unlike us, the front office, shout out to the front office, they're masters at their job, and they know they can foresee 5 years ahead of schedule. Yeah, I mean, and that's something that you cannot purchase. So with the front office seeing what we don't, yeah, I mean, shit, bro. I mean, I really didn't think we could get better than as a team than what we were last year. Expecting the pieces that we had missed, but shit, shout outs to the front office for doing their job and getting us to where we need to be at.
I mean, I
And
don't know,
seeing the
I thought they
flaws
had
of
another level.
seeing. No, I mean, yeah, but I mean, if Devo would have came back and accepted his role, and if Randall would have came back and what I mean.
But we were small and we overachieved. If we're gonna be honest, we overachieved last year.
We definitely did.
Even with the injuries, we did, which was salute to the Knicks and everybody who played last year. That was a hell of a game with no Randall, everybody injured, OG out. You had the small team. We definitely overachieved, and I think we still could have done some major damage this year if they would have come back.
And all credits, and sorry, and all I know you want to come in 2 shots, but all credits due to Tibbs, because we've been overachieving these last 2 years. It wasn't just last year; it was the year before that. So I mean,
back to a point you just made, because you said we were small, and all the whole entire year last year when I said we need height, blah blah blah. All I heard was, "Oh, height doesn't matter. Oh, we're in the NBA. Height doesn't matter." I heard that from you. I heard that from Raw. I heard that from everybody. So now all of a sudden height matters?
Not so much that we were
no. Let me hold on.
Oh, nah, I need my flowers, brother. I need my motherfucking flowers, brother.
No, I'm sorry. I will take those flowers and I'm gonna reverse bury it into the dirt, because
nah, we're not playing Uno.
The fact that listen,
we're not going there.
Yeah, okay. All right. Listen, my guy.
No gardening for you.
We were still the number 2 seed. The number 2 seed with what we were working with. So what are we talking about here?
But my point is, I'm about to get upset, bro. My point is,
we were small and we were small.
We were small, but we had,
but
y'all told me
no.
I remember correctly.
Listen,
if I remember, hold on.
All right, but no. If being small mattered, that means that we would have been in the play-in in the 10th place, 8th place, but that wasn't the case. We were still undersized and still undermanned, with most of our starters gone. And we still came in 2nd place. So regardless to what you're gonna say, it's irrelevant.
You're right. My bad. I'm just, like I said, I'm emotional. I'm an emotional creature.
Listen, and it's not about the size. The size, we were undermanned. That we had so many missing players, so many injured players that we had to play small because that's all that we had left available. But even with that, we overachieved. This year's a different story. We have a 7-foot cat. We have Precious. Like, if you saw yesterday's game mattered. You have Precious Achiuwa, who I thought should be starting once he comes back in. And I salute to Josh Hart. There's no slight on him in any way. I just think for defensive purposes, or maybe with matchups, as you saw yesterday, that made a difference. Precious Achiuwa playing alongside Cat did matter. He played defensively. His height, his length, His aggressiveness on defense also mattered with OG matching him with Mikal Bridges. It made Mikal Bridges a little more freer. You saw Mikal Bridges was floating the whole game. He was on cloud skates. He was chilling because he had somebody else that was there to help defend besides Cat. Cat too. You have Precious that was defending, chasing down, making the pass. I think that did matter as far as a defensive minded player. So I think Precious had a huge impact. And also Deuce McBride. When Deuce McBride came in that game, we took that next level echelon step. I mean, the defense, we ended up locking them down and having 41 in that second quarter. Deuce was hitting threes. He was open pressure on Ant, even though Ant did that spin around on him. For the most part, they were pressuring him, closing in on him. The defense was elite yesterday.
Hey, shout out to Precious with that pass. Like,
I mean, under the basket.
That was pretty elite.
Through a player, I mean, connecting that pass, it just shows the elite skills of Precious. And Precious, once we re-signed him to that contract, we knew he was going to come in on fire. Did he miss the first 20 games? Yes, he did. But, Precious was always supposed to come in and start in that number 4 position for us to be successful and strive to where we going to. And guys, we're in December and we're already in 3rd place. We're 5 or 4 games behind Boston. So
Hey, Knicks 100 of GM says Ant-Man only had 17 points. Tibbs threw up a masterpiece. Salute. Tibbs was coaching. Yesterday. The 2 shots, you look like you have a little bit of a disagreement. Do you not think Coach played a good game plan yesterday? Do you think you don't think his effort on getting the players ready for the game, you think them being rested had impact on it? What were your thoughts? You don't think the coach had some significant impact on how the team played yesterday?
I mean, obviously, he coached the game, and we won. I'm not gonna sit here and give him flowers and all this extra shit. He still has a lot of shit that I don't agree with, and I mean, it is what it is. I don't know, whatever. I don't care.
And guys, that's it. We're closing the show. That's the most you're gonna get from 2 shots as giving props.
I mean, I gave him his props already. I said that he's got us playing phenomenal offense. The defense is starting to shape up. I can't give him any more. I mean, other than that, his rotations suck. His substitutions suck. He leaves players 40 minutes in the floor when we're beating them by 30 points. I don't get it. But whatever. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me to be whatever. He coached well.
Let me ask you guys a question. So Precious is 6 games in. He's starting to get into rhythm a little. He's been off a couple of games here and there missing, but it looks like he's getting into game shape. He's starting to get some timing in. Do you think his impact moving forward is going to help us out in rotations in the bench, since we've been the lowest scoring team bench-wise on points? Do you think that's going to help out with him, Campaign, and Deuce? Do you think he impacts that level of bench scoring?
Absolutely. I told you the final iteration of this team is going to be with Cat at the power forward. I told you Cat needs a center. And I told you way before the season even started, I don't know if it's going to be Mitch at center. I don't know if it's going to be somebody that we trade for, we draft, whatever the case may be, Hulk, whatever. The final iteration of this team is going to be with Cat at the power forward alongside a center, because he needs that rim protection, because Cat is not that. And I told you the blueprint was written by the Timberwolves, and I told you, and everybody in the world attacked me talking about, know what I'm saying, yada, yada, yada. But the Timberwolves proved it. When you have Cat at the power forward with a center, you get to the Western Conference Finals.
Let me ask you a question on that.
And put it here, that would mean we would be in the chip.
So based off what you're saying, let's break that down. What you're saying. So he played, and I'm gonna let you go in there next year. But when he was there, they made it to the finals. They fit that rotation. But right now, as a Knick, as a center, He's an MVP conversation. He's breaking Knick records.
Yeah.
He's leading the NBA in what he's doing now as a center, not as a power forward. And you're telling me that you think that he should go to power forward when he's breaking records and playing probably his best career game now as a center? You think that we should move him?
I do. I do. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's playing phenomenal, and I love it. But in my personal opinion, like I said, the final iteration of this team is Cat alongside another big. Preferably another big that can play defense and shoot just like him.
You mean Mitch? Well, you think? Wait, hold on. You're saying to find another center that can stretch the floor next to Cat, who can stretch the floor.
There's many of them. There's many of them.
Okay.
But
I don't know if I... Go ahead.
All I keep hearing is recently a tool that are on my mind. I can't remember the second one, but the main one is Vucevic. Like I love Vucevic's game. So if you could bring him here and you can have a tandem of Vooch, Cat, and everybody else, I think that would be championship and beyond for years to come.
So Buzzer Beater has a couple of questions. Buzzer Beater says the Knicks tried the Twin Towers before when they tried to pair Ewing with Cartwright because of Hakeem and Ralph Sampson.
Different times, my brother. We're in different times. Okay. Back then, the game was, get your point guard, give it to the big go to the post, work your magic.
I think, and I agree. I don't think it has to be a center. I think yesterday showed dividends of what it was supposed to be, which before I asked, and I said before early in the season that I think Precious Achiuwa should play the power forward. That gives defensive help not only to Cat as a 3, as a stretch big, because that gets the bigs out of it. As he's playing his natural position, that gets everybody out. You got Precious Achiuwa, who's 6'9", not quite a big power forward, but he's quick enough. He has good defensive instincts and can help out. He plays well with OG Anunoby. His defense yesterday freed up Mikal Bridges to where Mikal Bridges was able to have the energy of not overexerting on defense, where he felt more free creating. So I think that aspect played very well. I do like the power forward defensive player. I do like Precious as a starter, which I thought better. No slight on Josh Hart in any way. I think Josh Hart as a bench player would escalate our bench players phenomenally. I think that would just his rebounding skill, his driving to the lane. I think he will make our bench elite. So I don't know if Tibbs maybe starts Josh Hart and subs him early, and then maybe has Josh Hart play with Campaign, Deuce, and then the other players where he can facilitate more and do more of his job. I think that'll work, but I think maybe Tibbs cannot let go of his players that he trusts. So I think you're looking at Josh Hart to start and maybe substitute him a little early and bring in and based off matchups. There's certain teams, the Denvers, the Bostons, the taller teams, the bigger teams, the Atlanta Hawks, teams that are a little bit bigger, where I think that Precious would play a bigger role and facilitate and help defensively on teams like that. I think Precious would have had a bigger impact on an Atlanta team. I think he would have helped a little bit with the Detroit team or different situations, and also with Mitch. So you can imagine Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride, Campaign coming off the bench is insane. That you would have incredible defense, incredible rebounding. We should have the most potent defensive second team with that. I do like the Precious thing, and I think that's where it seems. People are looking already at trading players with the trade season coming up now. They're looking at trading players and trying to see what they can do for the team. We already have the players we need. We just need them healthy and to implement them. People are trying to look to trade.
Again, I respectfully disagree. I believe we need one more piece. If you want to go with the power forward piece along with Cat,
but you got to give me a name. You can't say,
gentlemen.
Hold on, let me hear what he says though, because I hear that a lot. But I need a name. How does it work?
But bro, no matter what you try to think of or muster up, they did not bring Cat to the Knicks to play a power forward. We were solving an issue in a situation that we already had down.
All right, I'm conceding. You want Cat at the center? Cool. Then bring me a power forward.
Because you got
the
to
reason
remember.
for
Listen, Cat playing the 5 is bringing the defensive center out and opening the space for more fluidity for Bridges and OG and Brunson to work. That's the strength of having Cat on the Knicks, is that he could bring the center out to open up the floor for the rest of the players. It wouldn't make sense to keep him at forward.
Okay, I'm agreeing. You guys got it. So you're still one piece away. I need that power forward. And I apologize, but I just don't see Precious being that power forward.
Hey, hold
You
on,
asked me to give you a name? I can't give you a name right now because I don't know you.
Hold on, before you go, 57% of you guys viewing the show are not subscribed to the channel. If you would subscribe to the channel and like and share the views of what we have, we greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, we can and then support the content that we got coming in the future.
Facts.
Hey, salute to you guys. Hey, salute to you guys. And if you are not subscribed, what are you doing? What's wrong with your life? Do you need counseling? Get on the chat and talk to us. If you're not subscribed, maybe you need some help. Maybe you have some emotional damage. Maybe you need a hug. We're here for you. We are an emotional support channel. We actually will mail you a weighted vest to make you feel secure. Okay?
Listen, my brother's opening up a TOF hotline. Yeah, I mean, is 1-800-TOF emotional damage. So if you type all of that shit up on your cell phone, you will get right to my brother's direct line on 24 hours a day.
I don't sleep.
We have ledge prevention. So
come off the ledge. And listen, and if we're not taking you off the ledge for sure, still Knicks fans, you got to know the ledge was still Knicks fans. He's making you know where the ledge is. But if you happen to make it on the ledge, we're here to take you off of it. Okay? Come off the ledge.
Let me see the lighter.
That's the story for another day.
That's another day. But if you need help, call us. 1-800, get the fuck off the ledge.
Don't call me. I'm calling you.
Hey, he's sleeping. I'll be awake. And after 2 a.m., I'm going to transfer you to the New Knicks. You might hear some Dembo music. He's going to be in the studio. He might not be all clear in hearing what you're saying because there's going to be music playing, but he's going to care about it. He's going to care about your feelings of what you're saying. So you guys, we have... Go New Knicks. Dale.
Nah, just plugging in. Yeah, I mean, selfish self-promotion. Billionaires, Black Empire. Black Empire. We working on some global shit coming soon. Yeah, I mean, be on the lookout.
If you guys love the intro, that's the New Knicks right here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because we're here. We think we got the dopest intro for the New York Knicks. I mean, share it. Be like, yo, this intro's kind of dope. And I don't mean kind. I mean, like, it's really dope. It's different.
No. We got to update that intro, bro.
The Knicks anthem? Are you talking about the players, the video? Oh, you got something for it? You got bars?
My fat head in there.
Okay, well, we got you. We got you on the video part. We're talking about the music part. But the video, we got
Okay.
We talking musically.
My bad. Continue.
Anyway, salute to the New York Knickerbockers. This game, we had 8 days rest. Everybody played well today. We have a game tomorrow where we're playing against the Pelicans. We play the Pelicans tomorrow, and then Monday we got another game, and then we got a Christmas game. Do you think it was a fluke that we had 8 games rest and we were ready to go? Everybody was amped up for this game, or do you think we can keep up with the effort and energy that we played with yesterday?
If you're asking me, I'm gonna rub my rabbit's foot and say that we're gonna continue this hot streak, and we're gonna ride the wave. We're gonna get on like a 5-6 game winning streak coming up.
Hey, New Knicks, what are your thoughts on yesterday's game? Do you think it was, and I'm not saying it's a fluke because we know we're good, but do you think the Precious campaign and Deuce, do you think that you're seeing something on that where we can continue for the next couple of games and get into rhythm, that's what we were missing? Or do you think it was the 8 days rest and motivation because it was the first game back for Cat?
I really think that the whole team is coming along, getting to their high point of the season and getting ready to carry on with the same energy that they played with yesterday. I'm gonna agree with two shots. Like the Knicks are definitely finding their stride, and I think this is a run period for us. The same way uh, Boston had their run, Atlanta had their run, everybody had their run. It's our turn now. We almost on all cylinders.
It's almost January, fellas. You know what that means.
That means and I agree with my brother. I agree with two shots. And if you don't know, today is a special day. You know what today is? Today is the meaning of the whole Knicks season. You know what that means? Today is FAFO, which means fuck around and find out. That's what it means. That's where we're at right now. The Knicks are getting healthy. The Knicks players are coming around to it. F around and find out. That's what it means. Minnesota came yesterday. They was like, yo, we got this. We won 6 or 7. We're the number 1 defensive team. We don't really got to do nothing. And they effed around and found out. They effed around and found out that the New York Knickerbockers are nothing. It's like the Wu-Tang Clan. We're nothing to mess with. The Knickerbockers are nothing to mess with. You know what I'm saying? The Knickerbockers, when you watch us, maybe the NBA doesn't want to watch the NBA, but the Knicks fans want to watch our Knicks. We're like a Wu-Tang Clan song. Oh, yeah, again and again. We want to watch them again and again on repeat. You know what I'm saying? We with that. We about that. We about that life. Knicks are rolling right now. The fact that we got Precious Achua, the fact that we went out there to support, and you got Deuce McBride, who is hitting them trays. 3 and D from the point guard position. There was 3 and D wings. But now we got a 3 and D point guard. Brunson had 14 points yesterday. When was the last time you could say Brunson had 14 points and we bodied the team? When was the last time you could say that? Brunson had 14 points. We demolished. We mollywopped. We mollywopped that team.
How many assists did Brunson have yesterday?
Let's go.
7, right?
I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Listen, he only had 7 assists, and that's light. That's light work for him. He was playing 30 points. They had Jaden McDaniels guarding him. Jaden McDaniels like 6'11", guarding him. Contained him to 14 points, 3 rebounds and 7 assists in 30 minutes. Which, by the way, he only played 30 minutes. He didn't play the Thibodeau 41. OG Anunoby only played 30 minutes. Precious Achua only played 28 minutes. Only Karl Anthony Towns played 38 minutes. Mikal Bridges played 36, which is low for him. He's way in the upper 40s. Okay, so that's the most that you've seen in any players. And the fact that they did that and bodied the team. And we had rookie sightings. I think we had Pac-Man in the game. We had your boy Hookah. We had Hookah in the game.
Was that garbage time? Because I mean,
listen, we were north of 30. We were north of 30-point lead. You're gonna have garbage time. You had Pac-Man and Hookah out there playing. You had Cola getting some burn. Salute to the Westchester Knicks who are out there balling. Salute to Jacob Toppin getting 30 plus in the Westchester, 30 points, 10 assists for Kolek. I mean, the Knicks are doing so. We're making that turnaround. The Knicks are showing people that we had the toughest schedule in the beginning of the year. We had injuries, but now they're going to faffle. They're going to F around and find out. Everybody's getting healthy now. Precious Achua is healthy. You know what I'm saying? Deuce McBride's knee is feeling nice and good.
Hey, knock on wood, man. We need these guys to stay healthy.
And listen, I don't know what kind of helmet you got that you're knocking on your head that you got, but apparently Two Shots' head is made out of wood. So salute. Am I lit? I don't know. My wife made me a drink. You know when my wife makes me
man.
My wife makes me a drink. I'm supposed to enjoy it today.
That's not a drink. That's drinks.
This is plus. This comes this drink
squared.
It comes with a square number after that.
You guys seen my brother's image? Because I can't.
We don't see you, brother. You disappeared.
Yeah, we see. We don't.
Oh no, no, no.
Oh
I'm
no, 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 no.
incognito. I'm
Hey,
incognito.
you're incognito. So are you
Yeah.
drinking or I'm drinking? Because I think
No,
you're.
no, no. I'm
So one of these things is not like the other.
Yo, that's why when Two Shots start thinking a lot, I be seeing smoke coming out his ears.
That's what.
I know your head was made out of wood, my guy.
Call me Pinocchio.
So do you? Okay, the chat's talking about it. People have been talking about it. I gotta bring it up, even though I hate it. But I'm gonna bring it up because our chat's talking about it. The
Uh,
psychopathic fans are talking about the people that are on the ledge, like
do
falling
not
over.
do not say if we're
I'm
trading
gonna
to
say it.
get
I'm gonna say it.
DiVincenzo back.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna.
You're not gonna tell me that we're getting Devo back.
I'm gonna effing say it. Are we making trades in the trade deadline? Two Shots, who's always wanting to trade somebody, including Tips. Two Shots, who includes Thibodeau in every trade package available.
That's right. Give me
So
a
we
bag of
getting
chips.
Devo back. We're getting Devo back.
I didn't say Devo. I'm just asking: are the Knicks actively looking for trades? Are they willing to make a trade if there's a trade available? Tell me about your trade ideas. Do you think that a trade happens with the New York Knicks before the trade deadline in February? Let's say I'm bringing it out. You know why? Because I'm drinking. That's why. To be
Hey
drunk.
man, I already said it. I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. I believe we're one piece away.
Can you give
Again,
me a name?
again.
Who would you fathom? Who is
I
that
don't
person?
know what
Who would
that
you
one
say?
piece
Is it
is.
random Ingrams? You trade
Listen,
Central, like
listen,
who's the player?
listen. I told you I think we're a center away. You said, nah, fuck you. Cat plays better at the center. So I said, I
I
bet
didn't.
if you say so, give me a power forward.
I don't know. I think you
So,
added words to what I was saying. I don't. The F you. I don't think I added that there.
oh,
But
you didn't say that?
I didn't say that. But I may not have agreed with you. But I don't recall entering those words there. But
Oh,
carry on.
all right. My bad. Anyways, so yeah, you said we need a power forward to play next to him. So I said, bring it on, brother. I love that idea. And then you said, you know who you got, and I said, I don't know, because I don't know who's available. Like off the top of my head, I had two people available.
Okay.
It was centers though. It was Vucevic from the Bulls, right?
Oh,
And then from the Wizards, the center that got benched.
you get. Hold on. You want a center that got benched to come to the Knicks?
Yeah. Help me out. What's his name? He's the European guy,
Valanciunas.
Valanciunas.
See, I don't even know who
So
you're talking about, and I already know who you're talking about.
yeah, so there you go. So those were my two picks because again, I
Oh.
thought
So
we might be a center away. We might be a power forward away.
let me hold on. I'm gonna try to think. I'm gonna take your information.
Actually, for power forward, you know who I like that they mentioned earlier?
Who?
The kid from New Orleans, the skinny kid from New Orleans, tall.
Ingram.
No. The other one.
Herb Jones.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. So if you want to, I would slot him in the power forward. Actually, I would love that
Okay.
because he's defensive.
Okay, I love that. Let's say you love that. Okay, I love it. You love it. I don't really love it, but I'm just saying because you love it, so we're loving it together. Okay, we're in love, right? Pause. Who do you give up? How does that trade look like? I'm Spencer in the building. I'm Spencer in the building.
You did that? Oh,
Hey, salute to the chat or CIA, whoever's
hey. the people listening in the background.
Two Shots. Who do you give up for Herb Jones? Because they're gonna want something. They're not gonna take Sims and 2 seconds. Who do you give up?
See that's a really good question. Also,
I
I
don't
mean,
know who we get.
I mean, I'm willing to
Do you
go
give
as
up Deuce
far
for him?
as
Do you give up Deuce for him?
that would. I don't want to do that.
Ah,
I'm willing to go as far as Precious. Maybe Campaign and Mitch. I can give up Mitch.
yo, you're willing to give up Mitch,
It's
Precious Achua, and Campaign for Herb Jones?
Listen to me. Let me make some logic to you, all right? Let me make some logic to you. If I'm telling you we're one piece away, and I'm telling you that the one piece we need, we have to give up Mitch. You're not willing to do that?
You haven't
If
seen
I
Mitch
can
play on
guarantee
this
you,
team.
if I can guarantee you a chip with this one piece, you're not giving up Mitch?
Yeah, but can you guarantee it?
I can pretty much set it in stone.
Pretty much, and
I can-
guarantee is a different
I can
thing.
pretty much guarantee it.
If I were to tell you I'd rather Mitch, I'd rather Precious, and I'd rather Campaign over Herb Jones. You talking about 3 for 1. Did you see what Campaign did in the last game?
Listen, Campaign would hurt me. I don't want to give up Campaign, but I'm willing to give up Precious and Mitch.
If you were saying maybe Precious and Cam, which Shamit back, I still don't like it, but I can understand it. I don't like it, but I would understand it. Listen, when Shamit comes back, we're gonna be a whole new team.
He's not a power forward or center, so we still need that.
He's a 3-point shooter. He's a defensive 3-point. He's a taller Deuce. Shamit is a taller Deuce.
We don't need another Deuce. We need a power forward or a center.
This is the big one. I'm coming.
Cam is a taller Deuce.
You don't need another Deuce?
We don't need another Deuce. Why would you need another Deuce? I mean, whose minutes is this second Deuce gonna take?
Cam is not a second Deuce. Sorry.
I never said that.
Oh,
I never said that.
Shamit. I said Shamit. Shamit coming back is another Deuce. Shamit is a 3-point shooter. And
Yeah,
also
but he not as defensive as Deuce.
Yes. Have you seen this guy? Have you seen Shamit? I'm a crackhead. The needle that goes in my arm is basketball. I shoot up basketball. I love the Knicks, but I watch all basketball. Shamit has been an integral piece in most of all the winning teams. Is a great 3-and-D player. In my opinion, I'm not gonna just dump it on you guys, but he is a great 3-and-D player. I'm just saying.
He said, bring you the scale.
Bring me the scale. Is it a $15 scale or is it a $5? Listen, all I'm saying is that Shamit is good. Now, for Herb Jones, he's good. He's tall. He's skinny. He's a decent defender. He can play 3. I'll give you that. He's
a great
good.
defender. He's not decent. He's all NBA defender.
But what do you do with your bench at that point? That's great. Let's say we get a Herb Jones. You got rid of Precious.
You slide Josh Hart back in that bitch.
Okay, and so who did you get rid of?
You just made my point. You just said, yo, Josh Hart in the bench is gonna be
I'm gonna give it to you.
Boom, 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 yada 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 yada.
I said boom, 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 yada yada yada. I said that.
You said that.
All right, I'll take that. So I'll take that. I'll take it. Yeah, te lo doy. What did you get rid of for Herb Jones? Precious.
I just told you. The 3. I mean, I don't want to get rid of Campaign.
But let's say it happens. Precious, Cam,
and Mitch. Goodbye.
And Mitch.
And Mitch. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay. You got Herb Jones in the starting lineup.
Chief.
You got Herb Jones in the start. Who is the bench? You got Deuce.
Yeah, Deuce, Josh, Cam.
You drinking and two shots is catching the effect.
I'm drinking and 2 shots is buzzed.
Mitch hasn't played a single fucking game this year, bro, and you're crying about somebody that's injury prone. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Just Nick says keep campaign. Oh my God, I'm hurting right now. Is it the drinks? Am I buzzing? Because Just Nick said, am I buzzing? Because Just Nick said trade Mitch, Sims, 2 second-round picks for Nick Richards and Josh Green. My heart is failing right now. This is a big one. Just Nick said Herb is tough. I agree. Herb is tough. Josh Hart can help run the second unit.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He'll be running with them young boys. You know we want him to break. That's where he's at his best.
Hey, but Just Nick says, bro, you have no big man to stop 2 shots.
My nigga, 2 shots.
I agree with you, 2 shots. 2
Bro,
shots is loose right now.
2 shots is the big man.
Hey, dude, give me some insight. I'm stepping away for a second. God, tell me.
I'm telling you, that's the missing piece, bro. Like I said, you convinced me with the power forward. I want a center. I'm getting rid of Mitch and Precious to bring in a center.
New Knicks.
But
I gotta step away for a second, but New Knicks, you and 2 shots. Do you trade anyone for the trade deadline? Do you think that getting Herb Jones, getting rid of all these players, Mitchell Robinson, campaign, why don't you just give them an organ? Just give them your liver while we're at it. Just contribute whatever organ you have left that keeps you alive, contribute that, and 2 seconds on top of that. New Knicks.
I can't hear. Oh man, we lost him.
Yo.
Oh, there he's back.
My bad is I couldn't get the audio. So what was his question? If we trade in I don't put it past the front office with a sneaky trade to get what I mean, I really don't think we need a power forward. I think we were just missing Precious, and like my brother said, bringing Precious and keeping Cat at the 5. Once Mitch comes back in, that'll mandatorily have him with the second unit, which would make us that much greater. But I wouldn't put it past Tibbs playing both of them and trying out a formula of playing Cat at the 4. But yeah, I mean, the front office always surprises me, so I don't know. They probably have a few people in mind that they would love to bring in here, but I don't think they'll be doing what 2 shots said, like getting rid of Mitch and all these people for a pick. I think if they're gonna make any trade, they're definitely gonna do it sneakily and have the winning hand over any team we do make a trade with.
Hold on, let me look that up in the Wikipedia. Sneakily. Let me look that up real quick. Let me see if that's a word in the encyclopedia. Sneakily. All right. Hey.
Yeah, you got it.
There's definitely a word on the TOF.
Sneakily.
Sneakily. Hey, put a number 1 in the chat if you think sneakily is a word, or number 2 if you don't think.
Hey, as much as I'm having fun with you guys, I gotta go pretty soon.
All right, we're gonna be closing up real quick. Final thoughts on here. Do we make a trade 2 shots?
Yes.
Okay. And do you think we win tomorrow against the Pelicans? We got the Pelicans tomorrow. Do we win that?
Yes. And Herb Jones is gonna be what do you call that? Showcasing, debuting for us. Whatever you call it. I don't know.
Okay, tomorrow's one to watch. Let's watch Herb Jones tomorrow on a Saturday game. New Knicks, do we make a move for trade deadline? And he's coming back. Anyway, I don't think we make a move. If we do make a move, it will be with Sims, maybe against for the Charlotte player, and maybe like 2 seconds, whoever that center was that they have. If we do make it, I'm looking at maybe possibly Sims. I don't think it's anything major. I think we let Precious develop on there. New Knicks, now that you're back, any trade? Do you think we make a move for the trade deadline?
I don't put it past the front office, but I think we're good where we're at. I think we should let the players get uninjured that are injured, and Shamit's coming back, Mitchell be back, and I think we'll be right on par.
Let's get it popping there. And if you guys are watching this, yo, first of all, 2 shots, tell them what they should be doing right now.
You should be liking, sharing, subscribing to every platform that you can. Put on a notification bell, or we coming after you, bro. Like, I'm not playing with you.
And you, Knicks, you said what should they do with all their YouTube accounts for their family members?
They should sneakily take their phones and yes, private subscribers, put the mute button on, and yeah, I mean, when they go to sleep, play our show and have it stream while they're sleeping and put it on repeat.
And I forgot. Like and comment.
Definitely comment on this. So New Knicks is saying if you have kids, like and subscribe, but turn off notifications because this is not 18 or under. Okay, this is
listen. This is the organics fanatics. So we want you to stream our show organically, sneakily.
TOF after dark, baby.
I don't know what any of that means from what they're saying, but salute to y'all. Hey, appreciate you guys. Love all y'all. We appreciate you. Have a blast with you guys all the time.
Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. Mike the Specialist, 2 shots. My brother Ruel for quarterbacking the damn thing. And thank you for joining us, vibing out with us. And our apologies for, the previous miss outs.
Listen, we got family, we got life happening. We're true to we are worker bees. You know what I'm saying? We out there, we doing life. We out there, but we doing it for you guys, doing it for us. We enjoy it, but we got to put our families first and the Most High first. Salute to M Special for rushing out here. Salute to you, sir. We appreciate you. Everybody in the live chat, replay gang. You get the full brim salute from them and the hairline salute from me. Hey, appreciate you guys. Tomorrow we got a game against New Orleans. Let's see what happens with Herb Jones.
Don't do that.
Herb Jones. Well, we'll be back on Sunday to see if Herb Jones.
Is he from New Orleans?
In New Orleans. We're gonna see him tomorrow.
I bet you're gonna play like trash.
Hot basura. We're gonna see what he does tomorrow. See if Cat continues his game. We'll be back Sunday. If not, M Special doesn't teach me how to use this technology because I'm an old man. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll get something going on there. Appreciate you guys. Salute to you guys. All love in the chat. Like, subscribe, comment, share. So, be like, these guys that we watch, they're a little crazy, a little bit different. They put a little bit of sazon in their meat, you know what I'm saying? But we back at it again. Appreciate you guys.
Pause.
You the salt of the earth, baby.
We don't salt no meat.
We out it. My tooth is hurting.
Films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NY City, Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. This is for the win.